It's Tales from the Jails with John G. Sutton. Do please, come on now, like and subscribe. Click down below, that's the one. And have a look at my book. It's doing well, by the way. It's on Amazon. Listen, I'm going to talk today about Tommy Robinson. I know it's a contentious issue. People agree with him. People dislike the fact that I said he's rather overtly expressing his opinions. But we've got to talk about Tommy Robinson because Tommy is back in town. A bit like Mac the Knife, eh? Anyway, going to be doing that in a minute. Yeah, don't forget to make your comments. Criticisms, insult me, I don't mind. Requests, whatever it is you've got, put it down below. Comments, I like it. So Tommy Robinson, there's a little video clip out on the internet where Tommy is saying he's coming back and it's his decision. He said he has decided that he is going to return, although he fully expects that he will be arrested and possibly detained, although he says he is hoping that he will get bail. Well, he may get bail, but I believe that the reason he believes he's going to get arrested is for contempt of court. Now, the courts don't like to be treated with contempt. I was at Strangeways, I saw one poor guy who'd been in there nearly 6 months. Contempt of court. He was held at Strangeways, what's known as sine die. That's without restriction of time. Yeah? And the judge had said, well, when you're ready to apologise to the court, let me know and I'll see you when I'm ready. So in the meantime, he was banged up at Strangeways and he hadn't been convicted of any particular crime at that point other than contempt of court. As I say, the courts don't like you treating them with contempt. And it seems to be a trait that Mr. Tommy Robinson has. He treats the court with contempt. Now, I can understand as people here said, well, the reason he's doing that is because he's being persecuted for his political beliefs. Whatever reason he is before the courts, whether it's political beliefs or punching somebody in the head, which I believe he has done in the past, or violent disorder, which I believe he has in the past. I can't tell you, but if he's been before the courts, then it is beholden upon the defendant to treat the courts with respect, because if you don't, then you get yourself banged up. So is Tommy Robinson going to get himself locked up? On the way to the airport, he was saying that he fully expects to be arrested, but he's hoping that he's going to make bail. Well, good luck to Tommy Robinson, but he's planning. I believe that there is a demonstration in London, not this week, but next week, and Tommy Robinson is intending to appear and do some of his public speaking there. Others might call it rabble-rousing. But he's going to stand up and give his opinions. The problem that we've got, and I know that he's got some valid opinions, I'm not saying he doesn't, but it's the way that you present them. And if you present them like with a violent rhetoric, then you're going to get a potentially violent response from the people that are paying attention to exactly what you're saying. And for all the fact that he's making many very valid points, I believe, like a modern day Enoch Powell, beware of the migrants because there will be rivers of blood. It completely terminated Enoch Powell's career. I mean, he was never the force that he was before he made that observation, and he proved to be absolutely right in the end, because there have been over the years since the passing of Enoch Powell numerous violent disturbances throughout Britain. I think of the Toxteth riots in the 1970s and early 80s. there was what I think called the Scarman report. And the Scarman report actually criticised the police for overreacting to disturbances in and around the Toxteth area, which he believed in his report had provoked people to actually disrupt. I mean, but you're going to take some provoking to actually turn cars upside down and set them on fire, attack the police with bricks and Molotov cocktails, but that was what was happening in Toxteth, and unfortunately a number of the people who were conducting themselves in such a manner happened to be from ethnic minority groups, which was pointed out by Lord Scarman. So we've got Tommy Robinson coming back. There's going to be a demonstration or meeting in London next week, and Tommy Robinson is intending to speak. He is hoping that if he gets arrested on arrival back in Britain, which he may already be by now, then he will be granted bail, and it may be conditional bail. Now, the problem that he may face here, Tommy Robinson, is that the bail may be conditioned upon him not offending or doing anything that would possibly create a breach of the peace, and it could be interpreted that his rather belligerent, bellicose delivery is doing exactly that, which will see a further arrest. Now, I know that Mr. Robinson is claiming that his free speech is being restricted, but there are certain things that provoke a violent reaction in society that don't need to be said. We understand these things, and if you present your case in a more sophisticated manner, I mean, I'm not saying let's pussyfoot around this, but let's at least speak our thoughts in a manner that enables people to listen to it, consider it, and then take action, if necessary, that isn't of a violent nature. So today's little rant is Tommy Robinson is back in town. Watch this space. There's going to be trouble. I believe there is. I won't get involved. I mean, some of the points that he raises I absolutely do agree with. I mean, don't forget, I was born in the 1940s, and to see people of ethnic minority groups in the villages and towns, it was rare, very rare. In fact, it was only in certain areas of Manchester, where I was living when I was about 5 or 6, that you did actually see people from ethnic minority groups. Now, there are towns and villages where I was that were completely void of ethnic groups when I was a boy. They are virtually 20%, 30%. I'm thinking of places like Nelson and Blackburn and areas like that, where they perfectly seem to be living in peace and getting on with their lives, which is all well and good, getting about their work. So they should. But when we have people stirring up violent interactions between ethnic groups, then the courts will act. And Mr. Robinson has treated the courts, so they're saying, with disrespect and contempt. So that is a matter that's going to be heard undoubtedly in the court system within the next few days. That's it. Tales from the jails, folks. You've got the song dinger here, the magic of the bell. Oh, here we go. That's warning all you innocent observers of my channel that you're about to get treated or not to a song. And I'm going to sing a song. This is from a film, one of my favourite films actually. It's by David Lynch. It's called Blue Velvet. You got to watch it. Dennis Hopper plays the part of Frank. Really quite a spooky film. Watch it. Blue Velvet. If you've not seen it, I highly recommend it. You can get a copy on DVD on Amazon. And don't forget to have a look at my books. Yeah, here we go. This is Blue Velvet, originally recorded by a guy called Bobby Vinton. She wore blue velvet, bluer than velvet was the night, softer than satin was the light from the stars. She wore blue velvet, bluer than velvet were her eyes, warmer than May her tender sighs. Love was ours, ours, a love I held tightly, feeling the rapture grow, like a flame that's burning brightly, but when she left, gone was the glow of blue velvet, but in my heart there'll always be precious and warmer memory through the years, and I still can see blue velvet through my tears. There you go, Blue Velvet. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Tales from the Jails, folks.